Early time. I want this in every single print that you did your peasant top.
I love these prints.
Oh, they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's also specially birthday priced. We took $5 off at $44.90. And we're featuring this with 4 monthly flex payments for this hour only. So that's $11.23. And we're gonna take you through, excuse me, the color choices. This is that neutral folkloric paisley print. I'm wearing it in the multi folkloric paisley print.
That's what you're wearing. That's what Lynn's wearing.
Which, as we said, very, very popular. Loving. We haven't had a chance yet to talk about the Geo.
And it's navy and white.
Yes, that they're calling bone chevron. And it's navy in that, yes. It is beautiful.
It reads
white.
Navy and white. It's very classic and beautiful and crisp, right? Would you say?
Absolutely.
Yes, I love it.
And then the raspberry chevron.
And this is with the raspberry with a brown. It's so, as you can see, I chose to wear it. I absolutely love this color, but I love all of them.
I know. And to have the opportunity, if you've never tried Liz, and there's some little special, again, illusion details that Liz puts into her peasant tops that you will not find on any others that are out there. You don't feel like you're 5 months pregnant. You get perfect coverage. The material is delicious. It's that poly, again, 95, 5% spandex. Hand wash, lay flat to dry, approximately 27 inches in length. Extra small through extra large, 1X through 3X. Liz, tell us about this darling peasant top.
Well, I'll start by saying the fabrication, which I don't always do, is this liquidy, silky knit. It literally feels almost like a waterfall on your body. It is so refreshing. It is so cool to the hand, which is exactly what we're looking for right now. And it is so stretchy. I mean, I am stretching it here. I don't know if you can see that, but it is unbelievably stretchy, unbelievably soft, and it is this liquidy, silky knit. So
there's a sexiness about this too. I just, you know, right? The way it's so flattering at the bust line.
Absolutely. What I did is I really wanted to take that iconic peasant top. But the problem with the peasant top, even though we see them everywhere, is sometimes they're just not that flattering, right? Sometimes they're almost just like a big tent of fabric. And I didn't want that. So I thought about how could I reimagine it and redesign it so that it is so flattering to every woman of every size. Because really, unless you're one of those skinny, skinny minis, when you put on something that's just a big tent, it just doesn't look that good. Like, honestly, it just doesn't. So I wanted to sculpt your body, but still keep the integrity of a peasant top. So here's what I've done. I added, I want to count it almost 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 8 layers of stitching right at the waist. And I also did it as a slightly raised waist because you may not know this, but just above your natural waist, if you put your fingers there, is the slimmest part of every woman's body. So I added that detail in order to accentuate your waist, in order to really give you a waist. So you never see a waist with a peasant top, but on this peasant top, you do, and you see it on every single model. And I didn't do it with constricting fabric. I didn't do it with compression garments or girdles. I did it with soft illusions. That's all I did, just soft illusions, because summer needs to be about comfort. It's too hot to be worrying about something that's just pressing you in a way that's making you sweat and feel uncomfortable and unsexy and unglamorous. This is easy. This is summer in a second. This is just throw it on, slip it on.
And it's cool. You said this earlier. It's just, it almost has like a breathable type of feature to it.
Well, it's so stretchy.
That's the wonder. Yes, stretchy and cooling.
Exactly. And when you say sexy, it's because the neckline, you tied yours in a bow, which I absolutely love. But if you want it to be more open, you could just leave it open. Yeah, I think Sonia
had it off the shoulders. You could really cute.
You can easily create that silhouette, which is so popular this summer. Off both shoulders, off one shoulder. Open up the neckline if you're going out at night and you want to wear it just a little more open. Tie it up a little bit if it's a day look. I even gave you at the end my signature little gold trim, which is these little Liz Lange gold boxes that I tie the trim with. Again, just very designer, very couture, very dressmaker detail. And then I gave you, of course, the belled out sleeve. And what I love about a belled out sleeve is it makes your wrists look skinny, teeny, tiny, because something's dripping out bigger than it. It's very, very flattering. So this is the most flattering peasant top you'll ever own and the most comfortable.
Promise.
and the most versatile, because really, you know, and I keep saying it to Lynn, but summer is really about comfort, and summer's about ice cream. So I'm gonna repeat it. Comfort that you can wear, and ice cream that you can eat, and if you wear this top with all the stitching in the center,
darling,
it is gonna keep your silhouette even if you have 3 Mr. Softy cones, or you have apple pie a la mode, the hamburger, the hot dog, and the fried chicken.
And go ahead.
Right,
you don't have to feel guilty about it because you're covered.
Exactly.
You're covered.
What's better than summer food? I love summer food.
I know. And the other nice thing is about this peasant top, and I often share this with you, this is my lifestyle right here. This is the area that I do not want confined. And this is the area that I want to be just covered. I don't want to be tight. I want something to cover it, but I don't want it to be too oversized or too much fabric or too long. That's the genius part about this. And to Liz's point, you'll never find a peasant top that has that much 8 individual stitching, okay, rows, that at this area, you know, sometimes they come down here and they put the elastic and it pulls too much weight downwards. It's perfectly designed. As you're looking at on all the girls, I mean, different sizes.
Absolutely.
I think I have on the small. Do I, Liz? I'm almost sure. I normally wear a size 4 or a size 6. So I have on the small. We still have extra small through extra large, 1X through 3X. We have so many folks trying to get in the ordering process, and here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. The flex pay goes away at 6 p.m. Eastern time. You are going to get this peasant top home for $11 and change with your shipping and handling in the next few days. Just promise me, try it. If you are like myself, you want this part covered up and you can never find that perfect top that goes down, you know, to that right length, that's not too bulky, that's not too confining. You're going to want this in every single one of these new prints.